Hello and welcome to more Super Mario Maker. In case you can't tell from my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather, and I had meant to record a new episode of my Pokemon White 2 Unlock, but I am actually not feeling so well, so I don't feel like talking for 20 to 40 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. Some of my episodes can get pretty long. And I still have to do a little bit of talking. I still have to get something recorded because I'm going to be out of town for just a little bit, so I want to have some things recorded ahead of time. And so I figured I might as well show off a new Super Mario Maker course that I just uploaded. And, well, let's go check it out on the course bot. Okay, so here are some, well, here's a thing I've been working on, airship mission, that I would like to maybe upload eventually, but it still needs a little bit of work. But here is something I did get uploaded. It is Luigi's Mansion Tribute 1. And I know I've already seen at least a few Luigi's Mansion Mario Maker levels, and even one that was on Game Explain that did a really good job of sort of taking little moments in the actual Luigi's Mansion game and putting them in Mario Maker, and that was really well done, and I don't necessarily hope to match everything perfectly to the game, but I did try to put a few things that appeared in Luigi's Mansion, just a few little elements there, and it's just for fun. I know the last thing I uploaded was also a mansion thing, but like I said, I want to work on an airship thing, and I also have another idea, which I haven't even started yet, but that's going to take a little bit of work. And this was just for fun. I love Luigi's Mansion, thought it would be kind of neat to try my version of a Luigi's Mansion level, so let's take a look. And of course the code is going to appear on screen now, and it'll appear throughout the level. Okay, so of course we play this as Luigi. We're going to cross this big bridge, and we get to the steps of a mansion. Ring the doorbell, but I guess there's no answer, but the door's open, so let's go inside. And here we have a nice little greeting here. Welcome. Oh, the message keeps going. Welcome to... what does it say up there? Wait. No, it really says R, and there's some booze. What are we gonna do? Welcome to our mansion is what it says up there, but I don't really want to stick around to read it because we've got booze on our tail. Winged booze, they're really fast. Uh-oh. Something's here. It's Bowser and King Boo. We gotta run away, get out of here. And we fall into this pit. Looks like it was a trap. But fortunately we have a pipe there. We've just gotta wait for this P block to expire. Got another mushroom so we can continue our Luigiing. I think King Boo isn't far off our trail though, so let's get down this pipe and escape. Okay, now we are underground, in the sewers rather, so let's... well, we didn't kill this Cheep at all, but there we go. Not too much of a threat, just gotta be careful. Because they can jump pretty high. We don't want to fall down there, though. Alright, so we got some booze here. Let's ride this coaster, because that seems to be our only option. Oh, there's a Boo there. Gotta look at him so he doesn't come and get us. Some other Boos chilling over there. And some more booze. Let's jump on out of here and get across this bridge. Okay, and we've got a giant chain chomp. We could jump over him, but let's try to see if we can have something to beat him. And there we have the Karibo shoe, Goomba shoe, whatever you want to call it, and I just did something stupid because I wanted that mystery mushroom, but I ended up costing myself my costume anyway. Let's go ahead and stomp that chain chomp though. Okay, we're at another room. The Thwomp. Okay, there's nothing here but Boo Buddies. Let's go ahead over here, and that's gonna get us our mystery mushroom back, and we can climb up the vines to get to the top here. But we actually don't need to because, yeah, you can actually reach by running on the blocks. But anyway, oh. Well, I'll talk about this later, but... alright, we're on the rooftop, the climactic rooftop battle, where we have Giant Bowser and King Boo. So let's get this star real quick so we can defeat King Boo and defeat Bowser. So alright, let's have a little rooftop party on the mansion. We could have, of course, used the Goomba Shoe and stomped out both of them, but, you know, this was a lot easier, right? More triumphant battle. Alright, and now the mansion is ours. We've defeated King Boo, so now we get all the gold inside. Let's go ahead and collect a bunch of it. Well, let's run down this pathway of victory. This will be our victory lap here. Let's pick up some of this, just for fun here. Collecting all that gold. Alright. And that's it. We win. It's a little party. That is the end. Okay, so there were a couple things that I wanted to talk about, I guess. We'll talk through this level. So let's go into edit. Let's go into edit mode. Okay, so of course we have this, the Luigi costume, so I wanted to have this be the entrance to the mansion. I wanted to add some, like, I thought of adding, like, ice blocks or something to create the effect of windows, but I couldn't do it in such a way that you couldn't jump up and then reach the top, which you would reach it early, and I didn't really want that to happen. I wanted you to have to kind of explore a little bit, so I did it like this. I guess I could have put this a bit higher up, but anyway, it would have spoiled the fun a little bit. So we just kept it this way. So we got some vines here to get that old look, but nothing that you could actually climb to the top with. Alright, let's, well, when we go inside, here I wanted to recreate the message that is on the, I guess it's not the start screen, but on the pause screen, where it says, "Welcome to your mansion," but then after a few seconds, the Y fades away, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to have the message here, but have this in coins, so you could change the message, because it's really the Boo's mansion. It's not Luigi's mansion just yet. Alright, and this sequence here, I wanted to have this kind of neat, suspenseful sequence. It didn't quite work out exactly the way I wanted to, mostly because Bowser, whenever he spawns in a room, he could be really, really far away. He starts spitting fire from really far away, so it kind of ruins the element of surprise when you get up here. But I wanted to do what I could. This was kind of the best I could do. It's still kind of a neat sequence. Here, let's... Oh, I didn't mean to play it from the start. Hold up. I just wanted to play it from right here. So let's play this section from right here. So I sort of have the suspense. By this point, there's probably some boos chasing you, and the winged boos are pretty fast. That sequence can get pretty difficult depending on how you time it out, how much time you linger over there. But see, we have Bowser throwing flames at you, and here we see Bowser, and we can see King Boo. I wanted to have Giant Bowser for this part, but he was just way too big. But we have King Boo, you can see here, and then of course it forces you to fall down into this trap, where you're in this pit. And we have the dry bones and all that. Now, for some reason, I notice sometimes when I play through this, the dry bones just doesn't spawn. And sometimes, depending on how you fall, it's kind of a nasty little trap if you happen to fall exactly where he is. But I wanted to have some kind of hazard around here, just because you had to wait for the P-switch to reset, to go down the pipe and to get the Luigi power-up. So I wanted to give you something to do, so you might as well play around with this dry bones here. But let's go down. So here was actually something that is semi-related to the Luigi's Mansion game, because you go down into the little sewer area. I guess one thing I could have done is recreate the part where you see Mario, when you see Mario trapped in the painting. I guess I could have put like a little window over here. I could have put King Boo and the thing here through a window, but basically I just wanted to create, you know, there's the little outdoor area and then you can kind of go underground. So we'll just say that you fell into the underground part, so we have to climb our way back up. And we have this. You ride this roller coaster. You can jump off whenever you want after you get up here, but if you ride it to the end, it's a little bit of a quick reaction time you have to do here to jump away from the boos, but as long as you face them after you jump away, you should be alright. And you run here. And this part was sort of recreating the part in Luigi's Mansion where one of the ghosts you have to catch is the ghost dog. And of course, Chain Chomp is the closest thing to a dog, so I kind of have him guarding the way back out of the underground level here. And I wanted a way you could jump over him, but I wanted to add some Karibo shoes here so you could take him out to make your job a little bit easier. I gave you 2 because from me trying it, it's good if you have 2 chances because sometimes you can lose your shoe if you time it poorly. And here is this little room. I wanted somewhat of an obstacle where you had to go up here, and I wanted to create the vines that you could climb up. Then later on I realized you could just jump up here, but I didn't have a way to make it because of the amount of room I was playing with here. I didn't have enough room to make it totally inaccessible by jumping. So I left the vines there as an option, but you can also jump here if you want. Also, of course, another Luigi power-up. In case you decide to explore around here, there's really nothing here. This is sort of just a filler room. Now, what somebody did on the Luigi's Mansion game that was showcased on Game Explained, the Luigi's Mansion level, they created EGAD's machine for turning ghosts into portraits, where he used a bunch of thwomps as sort of when they flatten the ghosts down, which I thought was a cool idea, but I didn't want to copy it. So I had already had this thwomp here before I saw that level, but I figured I'd just keep him here. You can think of that as sort of, actually this was, when I made this thwomp, I sort of had in mind in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon when you go down the hallway and the haunted suits of armor kind of attack you as you have to run by. I could have done that with like a bunch of them, I guess, but that was sort of what I had in mind when I did that. So when we go through this door, we go back to the first screen we were at. Let's skip a little bit. And now we're on the rooftop. So this is to simulate the final battle we have with King Boo in his Bowser costume on the rooftop. But I put Bowser over here, the giant Bowser, just like I wanted. So you can go over there, see him, and then King Boo's over here. So again, if you have the Karibo shoe from earlier, you could actually fight this guy legitimately, because something I didn't realize until one time I was over in that second to last room and I had the Karibo shoe and I was just playing around, you can stomp Boos with the Karibo shoe. So if you have the Karibo shoe still, you can attack him this way and you can defeat King Boo, and then you can jump on Bowser until you defeat him. But of course, that is pretty difficult, so we just take the easy way out here. And we have the star. Make it really easy on you. Just take him out like that. Take him out like that. Not quite an epic boss battle, but oh well. So of course, then we have the final room. This is sort of the celebration because, of course, one of the goals other than catching ghosts in Luigi's Mansion is to collect as much gold and treasure as you possibly can. So we have this little reward at the end for defeating King Boo. You get to have all the gold to yourself. And I couldn't quite figure out how the timing on this worked, like when you have the coins coming out of the pipes and the cannons there. It's kind of on a delay, so if you just run through it, you don't really get to see a whole lot of the gold. But as you run through, you can sort of run back and forth. Try to collect as much gold as you can in the time limit, if you want to. See, if this game had a high score mode, you could just sort of do that for fun, see who could collect the most gold, like if you could post high scores or whatever for a level. But that's about it, I guess. Again, didn't quite recreate all the things of Luigi's Mansion, but I tried to put a few little elements in there. And there you go, that's the end of that. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the code is on the screen if you want to try it out. If you like it, go ahead and leave it a star so that it gives me the chance to upload even more videos, more levels, that is. And also, again, if you have a level that you want me to try out, go ahead and leave your code in the comments, or however you wish, or you can tweet it to me. I don't get that many tweets, so you don't have to hashtag it or anything. Just mention me in a tweet with the name of your level and the code, and I'll try it out on another episode of this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. A little bit shorter, a little bit less involved. I will be back with the Pokemon White 2 unlock in the next week. I have another episode. I have another short video going up sometime this week that I actually recorded before I started getting sick, but I'll put this up on Wednesday, and then the next one, the other video, will go up on Friday. But then next week I should be back to Pokemon White 2 unlock. Hopefully I'll feel fine by then. I think this cold has been pretty mild. It's just enough to be annoying. But like I said, I don't really feel like talking too much more, and I have done a lot of talking already. So thank you guys once again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.